Greetings, Elder Blacklight. We're going to try to show you where the government has a agent spy ring and a network that's like a tag team match to get you distracted from what's really going on. When was the last time brothers and sisters talked about the Illuminati or chemtrails or Monsanto's or biowarfare, psychological warfare? When was the last time you heard brothers talk about reparations on a serious note? You know, the pandemic wiped that out your mind. You was in a survival mode. Then when it became an economic war, you know, you worried about your jobs and whether or not you should take that jab or even get tested. Now they're about to mandate and on social media, YouTube and others, they're busy talking about Polite, Umar Johnson, Sinetta, and that whole crew to throw a bad name or throw mud on black consciousness, because it appears that so many people on YouTube and social media are buying into that drama series to take their minds off of the real enemy. We're going to give you an example of today's brothers and sisters who's under suspect of being, in my book, of being agents, provocateurs, boule, gatekeepers. This is my perspective and soul's expression.
The state, no one, our side certainly did not ask for a schedule bond. That was something that the state of Florida decided to place on this case. Those charges were higher charges, and they were downfiled. It doesn't matter that there was more charges that were listed on the information. These are downfiled charges. Mr. Nowak is out on constitutional bond. There's no motion pending before this court, and there's no need for Ms. Garcia to just ambush us with additional information that she feels the court and the media, in her speak, should hear.
We're going to stop it right there.
We are entirely...
Now, when was the last time you heard the Moors talk about how to beat a court case? You know, when they used to see them all up in the courts, standing on their sovereignty as being outside of this government. When was the last time you heard a brother, any brother, talk about the crimes that Hillary Clinton did? You know, when they went over there and murdered Gaddafi and Obama and them. And brothers don't talk about the crimes Bush committed, lying. Now see, the government is doing crimes much more on a higher scale because millions of people get killed. Like Fauci lying, you know, to the Congress. Millions of people are getting killed. What about Trump and his shenanigans? Brothers not talking about that. Brothers or sisters. They done stop talking about police brutality. Brothers focusing in on these scammers, so-called scammers, but people keep on sending both of them money. The one who's reporting on them, they're getting money for just reporting on the scammer. But how come they ain't reporting on the crimes that the government has committed? Such as the Federal Reserve Act. That's a constitutional crime. See, the Christians, they supposed to be committed to Jesus, right? And Jesus wasn't no friend of the Jews and the Romans. Matter of fact, they tried to off him. They tried to knock him off. Why y'all ain't talking about if the American government laws conflict with God laws, then it's a problem. Because that Federal Reserve Act, that's why you got inflation, that's why you got usury. Now, those Arabs that come over here, so-called Arabs, so-called Muslims, they so-called because they're not the original. They come over here, lead a Islamic, so-called Islamic country, come over here, sit up shop, and charge you usury. Every time you take out, buy a car, you know, every time you take out a loan, and the Bible speaks against that. And what about Obama? See, these brothers right here are tag teaming to get you off of what's really, really happening and serious things that's happening. Get your mind off of that.
Rudy's Common Sense. Of course, I'm Rudy Giuliani. And on this episode of Common Sense, we're going to take a closer look at some of the recent startling facts that have emerged about Dr. Fauci and this whole situation with how CCP virus emerged. The picture has changed in 2 weeks, almost 180 degrees.
Think about it. Think about it. What's up, family? This is your man, not your boy. go black to Africa. Check this video out, because this is the very thing that I have been saying when it comes to how damn Erica, put the D in front of America, capitalize the E, damn Erica. Yeah, how it wants you to be its friend if you want to hate your own. In other words, you're going to have to sell out in order to be amongst those who will bring you in their circle to get out of you what they want.
Zimbabwe, Mugabe, he fought and won, but didn't take the land back from the Caucasians.
For you love your enemy. And the Bible, the theologians slip that in there on you. Love your enemy. Yes, sir. Who in the world can love an enemy? When God himself don't love his enemy. Who in the world can love an enemy? When God himself don't love his enemy. But this is to keep you blind. Right. Deaf and dumb. Love your enemy. They call the truth hate. They say what I teach is hate teaching. That's what they call it. They teach that the teaching is to hate white people. Yes, sir. No, it is not the color, but the truth is not to make love with the devil. Yes, sir. If you love the devil, you must suffer the consequence of the devil.